Hi, I'm Gaston. Today I'm presenting to you a project I'm submitting to the Slow AI Call for Artists. I'm submitting specifically to the Esoteric AI thread, and my project is called Webcam Augury. So I'll show you a few slides to present you the project. Here you can see birds from a Cornell lab webcam feed being shown and labelled as a kind of illustration of what the site could look like. Augury are the practices in ancient Rome of learned men to detect patterns from bird flight or other types of omen and interpret them for both political decision making and personal use, most oftentimes by rich patrons. And what I want to do is to make use of public webcams to observe bird movements or other types of natural phenomena in the same manner that the Roman augurs would have consulted the sky. And this is meant to be very interactive, a kind of playful website where people can look at how AI-mediated pattern recognition can either contrast or mirror the types of epistemologies found in today's machine learning. There's loads of types of webcam sites and publicly available webcams, and we could have a look at just skies and birds to be kind of closer to the historical truth of the augurs, or be slightly more playful and kind of have a look at things like airports or train stations, which are very popular in the kind of webcam communities. Looking at birds as actors in this artwork, I think has a lot of precedence in the kind of modern human ways of knowing. And oftentimes, funny enough, these in the past have been used to make money. So you can see on this slide the chimpanzee and cats to select random stocks, or the World Cup predicting octopus, which was used to select winners for the World Cup. Aside the themes of kind of modern human knowledge and kind of epistemologies of AI, I think there's a strong gender critique to be done with the augur. Because the augur, as I said, is oftentimes a man who is seen to be wise and learned in this technique. And in key texts in divination studies, Cicero's De Divinatione, he contrasts two different types of divination available at the time. So on the left, you can see the oracle at Delphi, so the Pythia, and this was seen as divination by nature, and by that he would mean not nature as we understand it, but human nature, so divination by dreams or hallucinations or kind of trance states. And this was seen as something that women were more susceptible to. Whereas on the right, the augur, so that would have been divination by observation, as a kind of technique, or what we would today understand as a kind of proto-science. And this was seen as something that men, as more rational, would have been better at. I think this is something that's worth maybe deconstructing and critiquing with the angle that today's data science is still a male-dominated field. So just to sum up what I want the website to be. As an input, the user would select a webcam or find themselves randomly assigned one, and they would be able to ask a query as they would to any augur. The system connects to the webcam, and then that's where the magic happens. The system applies image and pattern recognition with any number of AI models that we can either run locally or through the cloud, like OpenAI's GPT Vision. And this is then combined with a set of augury rules and the question that asked by the user to form a response in the form of an omen or a fortune. And what's presented to the user as a response is both the webcam video feed with labeling as well as their fortune. And then I think there's room to play around with what we can craft the interaction and interface to be like. Do we want the user to be able to chat with the augur to kind of deconstruct the interpretation? Do we want to save a snapshot that's kind of publicly available so that people can see how other people interacted with the fortune teller. I think there's room there to be a bit playful. As part of this video, I also want to show you past websites that I've done, just to kind of show you the types of interactions that we can do. So this is a site that I've called omen.os, and this is more closely aligned to the types of divination you would find when you would get a tarot reading or something like this. So, what should I tell AIX design?
In the twilight of ambition's glow, embrace bold designs over cautious blueprints. A daring choice soon will birth success amidst scattered clouds. Do not hesitate, but remember, even gold can tarnish in idle hands. 20 years hence, Glasgow sees rise of amphibious taxis.
So this one was maybe more of a satirical or a funny one. Yeah, there's perhaps positioning we can do together around the new website where it can be seen as maybe more provocative or more critical. And another website which I want to show you is the Data Poets. I won't submit an image there, but just to show you what types of interactions can be done with machine vision. This is a site where I do walks with people and they submit images of places, and then from these images of places the system crafts poems, and they're a visible and a feed-like interface, kind of like a social media type, so that it kind of brings about more of a sense of community. Just to sum up, the project is Webcam Augury, and I want to craft something that's kind of a critique on AI surveillance, AI kind of image recognitions, but also the types of epistemologies that can maybe bring back to mind some of the practices that happened in the ancient world, like augury. Thank you.